So, the first slide, definition of register. Topic 1. Register is a variety of language used according to a particular situation, purpose, audience, and setting. People choose different vocabulary, expression, and levels of formality depending on whom they are communicating with and why they are communicating. According to Helday and Hansen, 1989, register refers to language variation associated with specific social context and communicative purpose. For example, a doctor may say, professional register, the patient exhibits symptoms of hypertension. General register, the patient has high blood pressure. Although the meaning is the same, the language changes according to the audience. Next slide, characteristic of register. Register has several characteristics. A. Situation dependent. Language changes according to the situation. For example, formal language in a hospital and informal language at home. B. Vocabulary variation. Different situations require different vocabulary. For example, like hypertension versus high blood pressure. C. Level of formality. Register can be formal, informal, or technical. And D. Audience-oriented. Speakers adjust language based on who listening. E. Purpose-driven. Language choice depends on communication goals such as informing, persuading, or instructing. Okay, so let's move to slide key concept of context. The key concept of context is that meaning is not contained in words alone. Meaning is created through interaction between language and social circumstances. Important contextual factors include psycho context, where communication occurs, and then social context, whom is involved in communication, and then also cultural context, values, beliefs, and norms of community, and linguistic context, words and sentence surrounding an expression, and the last, situational context, the purpose and circumstance of communication. So next we move to slide summary table. I have table about aspect, register, and context. First is about definition in the aspect, and to the register, I have language variation according to situation and audience. For the context, circumstance influencing language interpretation. Main focus, how language is used, how language is understood, and key concept, feel, tenor, mode. Social, cultural, and situational factors. Theory by Halliday and Hassan, 1989, and then Holmes, 2013. Example, medical terms versus everyday terms. Sick and bad having different meanings. Next slide, analysis of authentic example 1. This example demonstrates register variation in healthcare communication. According to Halliday and Hassan's register theory, the language changes because the audience changes. field. The topic is medical treatment and pain management. Tenor, the professional version, is intended for healthcare works, while the simple version is intended for patients. Both the communication appears in written medical information. Next slide, continue slide. The professional version uses technical vocabulary such as administer, analgesic, and postoperative discomfort. In contrast, the public version uses everyday vocabulary that is easier for non-specialists to understand. And then the sheet shows how speakers adapt language to meet audience needs. Next slide, support from journal articles, topic 1. Journal 1 from Scalinger, etc., 2003. For the link, I put link in this site. If you want search, you can find it in this link. For the findings, patients understand medical information more effectively when healthcare professionals avoid complex terminology. And relevance, the simple version, pain medicine, reflects the communication strategy recommended by the study. And for Journal 2 from Castro et al. 2007. For the link, I put here too. Findings, language adaptation improves patient understanding and health outcomes. And relevance, the register should help patient comprehend important medical instruction. So next slide, topic 2, about context. Authentic example 1, search by Cambridge Dictionary, meaning of sick in informal English. I put link to in this site, you can search. And for the data, the word sick has two meanings, literal meaning ill or unhealed, informal meaning excellent, impressive, or very good. For example, that new song is sick. Next slide, sociolinguistic theory. Holmes argued that language meaning is closely connected to social context. People interpret language by considering who is speaking, who is listening, where communication occurs, why communication occurs, what cultural knowledge is shared. Okay, so next, application to authentic example 1. Example, this project is sick. Social content among teenagers and young adults. Cultural context, youth slang culture, meaning sick means excellent or impressive. Without knowing the context, someone may interpret it as ill. Application to authentic example 2. For example, that's bad. Possible meaning, negative meaning, poor quality or disappointing. Positive meaning, powerful, impressive, or cool. According to Holmes, listeners use contextual clues such as tone, speaker identity, and situation to determine the meaning. Next slide, authentic example 2. Search by National Health Service, NHS. I put link to in this slide, you can search. So, professional register. The patient exhibits symptoms of hypertension. Public register. We must say the patient has high blood pressure to make comfortable when you explain to the people. Next slide, analysis of authentic example 2. Field, medical diagnosis. Tenor, doctor to doctor communication versus doctor to patient communication. Mode, written and spoken communication. The word hypertension is The word hypertension is specialist medical terminology, while high blood pressure is widely understood by the general public. The change does not alter the meaning but improves accessibility. Next. Hello everyone, my name is Aulia Sagita. My student ID is 33230074. I am from class 336A07. So today I am going to present my social linguistic project about gender exclusive speech. In this presentation, I will discuss its definition and several related aspects such as density, complexity, style, context, register, and stereotypes. I hope this presentation will help us better understand the relationship between language and gender. In society, let's start the presentation. Okay, so let's get started. Slide about definition of gender exclusive speech. Gender exclusive speech refers to language that excludes, ignores, or marginalizes a particular gender, usually woman. It often occurs when masculine terms are used as genetic references for all people. For example, like every employee must submit his report, or a good programmer should improve his coding skills. Slide, why is the manager's language gender exclusive? The manager repeatedly uses masculine pronouns his to refers to all employees, although intended as a generic, the pronoun his. First, centers man as the norm. Second, makes women less visible in workplace discourse. And third, reinforces male-oriented assumption about professional roles. Okay, move slide. Social and linguistic effects. Social effects. The first, there is creates feelings of exclusion among female employees. Second, reinforces gender inequality. Third, may reduce employees' sense of belonging. For example, about linguistic effects, the first one is about maintains male-centered language patterns. Second, influences how people imagine workplace roles. And the last one is strengthens stereotypical association between professions and men. Okay, next slide, alternatives inclusive language. For example, the wrong sentence. Every employee must submit his report before Friday. The correct answer: every employee must submit their report before Friday. The wrong sentence. A good programmer should improve his coding skills regularly. For the correct answer must be used. A good programmer should improve their coding skills regularly. Benefits: inclusive, gender neutral, and then more appropriate in modern professional communication. So next, theory analysis. Theory, language, and gender from Werdow and Fuller from 2021. According to Werdow and Fuller, language reflects and reproduces social relationships and power structures. Application to the case. First, the manager's language reflects traditional male dominance in professional settings. Second, repeated use masculine pronouns normally men as the standard group. And the last one, this contributes to symbolic exclusion of women. Next slide, sociolinguistic function. Language does not only communicate information but also construct social identities and power relations. In this case, for the first one, the manager's speech reinforces gender hierarchy, and second, female employees become linguistically less visible. So, to journal support, I have two journal. The first journal from Brown, F. Skenzi, and Stolberg D. from 2005. Evidence of the effects of masculine generics on gender representation. Findings: generic masculine from cause listeners to imagine men more often than women. And then gender exclusive language influences mental representation. Journal 2 from Stolberg D. Brown F. Ehrman L. and Skenzi S. from 2007. Representation of the sexes in language. Findings: inclusive language increases visibility and inclusion. And then also gender fair language promotes equality and inclusion. Okay, so next slide, conclusion and then differences. Gender exclusive speech occurs when language excludes or minimizes certain genders. And then the manager's use of his is gender exclusive because it treats men as the default employees. And then, such language may create exclusion and reinforce stereotypes and gender neutral alternatives such as there should be used. So, the last sociolinguistic theory and previous studies support the importance of inclusive language in workplace. So for the references, I use from Wardau, R. and Fuller from 2021, and Introduction to Sociolinguistics, 8th grade, Wiley, Brown, F. Sainzi, and Stolberg, D. from 2005. Evidence of the effects of masculine generics on gender representation, European Journal of Social Psychology, 35, 1 until 20. Stolberg, D. Brown, F. Ehrman, L. and Sainzi from 2007. Representation of the sexes in language social communication, till 163 until 187. Okay, so next slide, topic 2 about density. Definition of linguistic density. Language density refers to the amount of information packaged into a sentence or text. Dense language contains many concepts, technical terms, and complex expressions within a limited number of words. For example, low density language is a system of communication. And then high density language functions as a dynamic symbolic system facilitating the transmission and negotiation of meaning across diverse socio-cultural contexts. Next slide, how density affects communication and comprehension. High linguistic density. We have 3 points in there. The first point provides detailed information. Second, requires greater cognitive effort. And third, may slow comprehension. And for the low linguistic density, we have 3.2. Also, we have 3 points about low linguistic density. The first point is easier to understand. Second, more accessible to broader audiences. And third, may provide less detailed information. And so next slide, which lectures uses higher density. Lecture A. Language is a system of communication characteristic. First, short sentence, simple vocabulary, and then easy understand. Lecture B. Language functions as a dynamic symbolic system facilitating the transmission and negotiation of meaning across diverse social-cultural contexts. Characteristic, technical terminology, multiple concepts, and then higher information load. Conclusion. Lecture B uses higher linguistic density. So next slide, advantage and disadvantage. Advantage. First, efficient communication of complex ideas. Second, appropriate for academic writing. Third, demonstrates precision. For the disadvantage, first, difficult for beginners. Second, may reduce comprehension. Third, can create communication barriers. From sociolinguistic function, dense language often signals expertise and academic authority. Next slide, theory analysis. From Halliday's lexical density. Halliday states that written academic language tends to have higher lexical density than everyday speech. Application from Lecture B uses content words and abstract concepts. And then students require greater processing effort to understand the explanation. So next slide, journal support, journal 1. I have from Urey 1971 about lexical density and register differentiation. Finding texts with higher lexical density are generally more complex and require greater processing effort. And then to journal 2, I have from John Hanson from 2008, lexical diversity and lexical density in speech and writing. Finding dense academic language conveys information efficiently but can reduce accessibility. Conclusion. I have 4 points in this conclusion and references. First, linguistic density refers to information concentration. Second, lecture B demonstrates higher density. And third, dense language increase precision but may reduce comprehension. And the last one, Halliday theory explains why academic discourse often contains dense language. References from Halliday, M.A.K. from 1985, and Introduction to Functional Grammar, Urey, J. 1971, about lexical density and register differentiation, and also John Hanson, v. 2008, lexical diversity and lexical density in speech and writing. Right, let's move to topic 3 about complexity. Definition of linguistic complexity. Linguistic complexity refers to the degree of structural sophistication in language, including sentence length, grammatical structure, and vocabulary. Complex language often contains, first, subordinate clauses, second, technical vocabulary, and third, detailed information. Next slide, which version shows greater complexity? Version A, student must submit the form by Friday. Characteristic, short sentence, direct message, and then simple syntax. And then version B, student who completed the registration process and fulfilled all administrative requirements are required to submit the form before the specified deadline. Characteristic: relative clause, longer structure, and then more detailed information. Conclusion: version B demonstrates greater complexity. Okay, so next, side effect on understanding. Complex syntax. I have 3 points to explain about complex syntax. First, requires more cognitive processing. Second, increases reading time. And then the last one, may cause misunderstanding. Simple syntax. Faster comprehension. Clearer communication, and thus more accessible to readers. Next slide. When is complex language appropriate? Complex language is useful academic publication, legal documents, and then professional reports. And then also simple language is proven. Their use public announcement, instructions, and then educational communication. Next slide. Theory analysis. Theory from cognitive load theory. According to Swiller, readers have limited working memory. Application: version B increases cognitive load, and then student must process additional clauses and information. And then also, therefore, version B is more difficult to understand. So next slide, journal support. I have journal support from the journal 1. I use journal Ortega from 2008. Finding syntactic complexity is associated with advanced language use but may reduce readability. And then also for journal 2, I use journal from Buit and Hausen from 2012. Finding complex structures increase linguistic sophistication but can challenge comprehension. And then conclusion and references. The conclusion: complexity involves grammatical and syntactic sophistication, and the version B is more complex. And also, greater complexity may reduce readability. And then cognitive load theory explains more student difficulty. References from Swiller J. 1988, Cognitive Load Theory. Ortega L. from 2003 about syntactic complexity measure. And then from Bull T. B. and Hausen A. from 2012 about definition and operationalizing 1.2 complexity. So let's move to topic 4 about style. Definition of language style. Language style refers to the way language is used according to situation, audience, and purpose. Style ranges from informal, casual, formal, and academic. Comparison of the message. Message 1. Hey prof, what's up? I need your signature essay. Characteristic. That's not formal greeting. That is informal greeting, and then they have slang expression about their talking, it can make awkward situation and also direct requests. And for example, message 2. Good morning, Professor. I would like to request your signature on my academic form. Thank you for your attention. Characteristic. That I think that it's a formal greeting because have good morning, and then so polite request and respectful tone. Okay, so next slide. Why is the second message more appropriate? The second message shows how to respect and then uses academic language and recognize the professor status, and then the student demonstrates politeness and professionalism. Next slide, style and interpersonal relationships. Appropriate style build a positive relationship and then increases cooperation and shows professionalism. Inappropriate style may appear disrespectful and then can damage relationship. Theory analysis. The theory analysis about politeness theory from Brown and Levinson in 1987. Individuals seek to maintain positive social relationships. Application. The second message protects the professor positive face, and then it use respectful and indirect language. Therefore, the professor responds more positively. Journal support. Journal 1 from Watts, 2003. Finding politeness strategies improve interpersonal communication. Journal 2 from Laucher and Watts, 2005. Finding appropriate linguistic choice contribute to relationship management. Conclusion. Style varies according to context. The second message is more formal and polite. And then politeness theory explains the professor's positive reaction. For the references I use from Brown P. and Levinson as in 1987 about politeness, some universal in language usage. Watts R. 2003, Laucher M. and Watts R. 2005. Okay, so let's move to topic 5 about context. Definition of context. Context refers to the social, cultural, and situational environment in which communication occurs. Context helps listeners interpret meaning correctly. And so, next slide. Why can the same expression have different meanings? Expression this project is really sick. Possible meanings. It is that is negative, unhealthy, or bad, and then positive, excellent, impressive. Meaning depends on context. Next slide, contextual factors influencing interpretation. Factors: speaker identity, audience, social background, age group, cultural norms, and then situation. Next slide, how context affects communication. Context clarifies meaning, prevents misunderstanding, support effective communication. Without context, ambiguity increases, and then misinterpretation occurs. Next slide, theory analysis. Theory context of situation from Halliday. Language meaning depends on field, topic, tenor is participants, and mode is channel. Application. In youth culture, sick often means excellent. Some students understand this meaning while others interpret it literally. Journal support. Journal 1 from a year 1992, finding interpretation depends heavily on contextual cues. And then Journal 2, Dorothy and Goodwin, 1992, finding meaning emerged through interaction and context. Next slide, conclusion and references. Context shapes meaning. Sick has multiple interpretations, and different social backgrounds lead to different understanding. References: Halliday, P. 1978, Ayer, P. 1992, and Dorothy, A. and Goodwin, C. 1992. Now let's move to topic 6, register. Definition of register. Register is a language variety chosen according to situation, audience, and purpose. Different detestation require different vocabulary and expression. Does the doctor use different language? Medical record. The patient exhibits symptoms of hypertension. Audience, medical professional. And family explanation. Your family member has high blood pressure. Audience, known specialist. And then the doctor adapts language to the audience. Next slide, factor influencing register choice. Factor: audience, purpose, professional setting, and level expertise, and also communication goals. Next slide, register and communication effectiveness. Appropriate register improve understanding, prevents confusion, and then ensure effective communication. Inappropriate register create misunderstanding and limits accessibility. Next slide, theory analysis. Theory register theory from Halliday. Register is determined by field, tenor, mode, and then for the application, the doctor uses technical register for professionals and everyday register for family members. Journal support. Journal 1 from Bieber and Conrad from 2009, finding register change according to communicative purpose and audience. And then Journal 2, finding different contexts require different linguistic choice. Conclusion: register is language variation based on context, and the doctor changes language according to audience needs. And then appropriate register improve communication effectiveness. References from Halliday, M.A.K. 1978, Bieber D. and Conrad as 2009, Skull Figure Am 2009. Okay, so let's move to topic 7, stereotypes. Definition of linguistic and social stereotypes. Stereotypes are generalized beliefs about groups of people. Linguistic stereotypes are expressed through language and often simply or exaggerate characteristics. Next slide, how are stereotypes reinforced through language? Statement: women are naturally better at communication while men are naturally better at leadership. This statement I think generalize abilities and makes sense to ignore individual differences and references traditional gender roles. Next slide, consequences in professional environment. Workplace discrimination, reduced opportunities, less evaluation, lower employee morale, and leadership is associated with men while communication is associated with women. How can language reduce stereotypes? Strategies: use inclusive language, focus on individual abilities, avoid generalization, and then promote equality. For example, for the correct sentence, like leadership and communication skills depend on individual experience and competence. Conclusion: register is language variation based on context, and the doctor changes language according to audience needs. And then appropriate register improve communication effectiveness. References from Halliday M.A.K. 1978, Bieber D. and Conrad as 2009, Skull Figure Am 2009.